Hello, welcome. It is Monday, in case you didn't realize it. Yes, it is Monday, and I am Natha Campanella. I am here every Monday to deliver an astrological forecast to help you understand what's happening astrologically for the week so that you can navigate your week in a more emotionally intelligent way. And I love that about astrology. It's a wonderful tool for understanding yourself on a deeper level and understanding what's happening in the sky and collectively. So this week we're talking about April 6th through the 12th. And we start the week off with a connection between Uranus and Mars. It's a tension-filled connection. It is a square. And Uranus is the planet that wants us to change, that wants us to address stagnation, that wants us to think outside of the box. And Mars, of course, is the planet that pushes us into action and asks us to make decisions. So use this energy to take on a challenging task and really, assume responsibility for something that you need to right now, especially as you may have extra time. We also have Mercury coming into a trine with Pluto and Jupiter. So Mercury is the planet of communication, and a trine is a nice aspect where there is harmony. Of course, Pluto and Jupiter ask us to look underneath the surface in a really deep and expansive way. Really, I've been saying this for weeks, is that we want to be really looking at our shadows right now. What is coming up? What have we been not talking about? What have we been ignoring and repressing in our own experience that now wants our attention? This is a great aspect to help you do that. It will help you open up to greater possibilities for how you can use these shifts and changes in your life and come up with some solutions for the parts that don't feel so good. I am teaching a free workshop on Mercury and a few other really cool topics with my colleague Janet Raftis. That's happening on Tuesday the 7th. And if you haven't registered yet, you can register in the link in my bio. And if you are watching this video after the fact, stay tuned to my channel because I will be offering more free workshops like this moving forward. So speaking of the 7th, we have a full moon in the sign of Libra. The sun is in the sign of Aries. Aries Libra axis is always asking us to address issues of self, of me, my needs, and issues of partnership, us and our needs. So we're going to see some of that coming up. Remember that full moons can be a little more emotional than other times of the month, and that it is a prime time for release. So, it's a time where there's a connection to Neptune with this moon, so we may have to face some fears, especially around illness, because Neptune can be representative of illness. But Aries, the sun in Aries, brings us warrior qualities where we get to stand more fully into our power. And Aries likes an adversary. Aries likes to have something to really push up against. So if your fears are coming up, channel some of that Aries energy to really examine them and analyze. Ask yourself whether they're true. And then, of course, whether you can get any sort of support from your partners. And usually Libra is talking about intimate partnership, but intimate partnerships can also mean best friends and other kinds of support systems. So make sure that you are reaching out for support, most especially around this full moon. On the 11th, we have Mercury finally leaving the sign of Pisces. It has been in Pisces since February. Usually Mercury moves much faster, but Mercury went into retrograde and so has spent several weeks in the sign of Pisces. Information in the time of Pisces can be very murky, very confusing. So if you've been watching the news and you've been trying to figure out what is true and what is right and what you should believe, it's been difficult, especially as Mercury has been through Pisces, where there are no boundaries. Is what we're reading true? We don't know. My hope is that as Mercury moves into Aries now and is in Aries for a few weeks, that things will become more clear. Because with Aries, fire, what you see is generally what you get. So Let's hope that we can become more informed about practical matters and really use our information to move forward in really intelligent ways, maybe less fear-based, right? And more logic, intelligent, moving into action kind of ways. Lots of opportunity this week, and I like that. So, of course, send me direct messages if you have questions. If you would like to work with me privately, you can find me at nathacampanella.com. And I am always interested in your reflections, so leave me comments if you want and share this with anybody that might need this message. Have a wonderful week and happy full moon.